What's going on, guys? It is your boy Coach Reed. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal week. I just wanted to share my insight before I lock up the gym tonight. Something I wish somebody had told me growing up, but for some reason I was able to get it. But maybe this will help somebody out. It's a lot of people who are feeling very, very overwhelmed right now, and they're scoreboard watching and they're checking where they are right now, and they're not understanding, or they're underestimating how much or how far they could be in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. You know, we're all playing this short game right now, and we're not doing the delayed gratification. We want it right now. We want the body of our dreams right now. We want the house of our dreams. We want it today. We want the car now. We want the best job now. We want the best relationship now. But guys, I'm here to tell you that being consistent every single day and just structuring your life in a way that, you know what, 5 years from now, how far could I be? 10 years from now, how far could I be? This year, how far could I take this thing if I just showed up today? If you guys read my book, which a lot of you guys have, and if you haven't, I encourage you to read it, but I messed every single thing up that you could possibly mess up, right? Every single thing. I put myself in a hole that I had to dig out of, and unfortunately, financially, I had to file bankruptcy, right? And that's embarrassing, but it's something that I share with people to let them know that, you know, I had to pay every single creditor back. I had to learn how to structure finances. I had to learn how to be responsible, and that took time. That wasn't a year. They make you do 7 years where you can't do anything else. 7 years. I couldn't do anything else. And you know what? I put my head down and I did what I had to do, and me and my wife, hopefully, God willing, in the next few weeks, we're closing on our first house together, because that took time, right? It took time to unwrong some of the mistakes that I made. It took time to learn. It took time to educate myself. But if I looked at it and I say, you know what? I'm so overwhelmed and I'm so messed up that I'm never going to be where I am now, I never would have got started. I never would have looked at the future. I would have been living in the right now, and I just would have been like, oh, it's all over. So I just want to encourage you. A lot of you guys are stuck in your situation, and you're not realizing if you just show up again tomorrow and do what you're supposed to do, and you show up another month, and you show up another year, you are going to get to where you're supposed to be. God has his hand on you. He's going to guide you in the direction that you're supposed to go. Your job is to show up and have faith that what you are doing is going to work out. It's no different with fitness, right? If you look at anybody who's had a great transformation, for the most part, if you look at anybody who's had a phenomenal transformation and it's stuck, it has taken years. It has taken showing up to workouts and doing movements that you didn't think you could do and getting better. And then one day you're doing a movement that you can't do, and then you come back. It's a progression that takes years. My fitness journey has taken years. I have not taken an extended amount of time off for 17 years. More so, I was even an athlete in high school, so even longer than that. But I'm here to tell you, if you just show up. Even when I was deployed to Iraq, me and some friends, we would get back from mission and, you know, shooting and blowing up, all that stuff, and we would go and we would work out because, you know what? I was thinking about the long term. I said I wanted to be a bodybuilder, and long term, that's what I was going to do. And so I showed up day in and day out, even in Iraq. You guys have to continue to show up. I don't care how discouraged you are, how overwhelmed you are. Take a breather, take a knee if you need to, but do not give up, do not quit, because you would be underestimating how far you could be. How far you could be in 10 years, how far you could be in 5 years, how far you could take this thing in a year. Guys, if you're thinking about stopping to work out because you're not seeing results, go to the gym tomorrow. If you're thinking about not filling out your resume because you're like, I'm not good enough, wake up tomorrow and fill out your daggone resume. Show up and go to work. Do what you have to do. This business that I run is not something that I just decided to wake up out of the blue and just do. It has been years in the making. I came up with the logo, then I came up with the name, and then I started to understand what my philosophy for fitness is, and then I put it all together. I have been open here for 3 years, but this is a decade in the making. It didn't just happen overnight. Do not let social media fool you into thinking that success and all of these things just pop up. You just put them in the microwave, put it on 60 seconds, and they just appear. You got to put in the work, and you got to be consistent. Guys, if you're overwhelmed, just please just keep moving forward. Do not give up. Life is tough, and the thing that I'm hearing so frequently now is that people are so overwhelmed. They don't have a purpose. I encourage you, if you do not have a purpose, to have that tough conversation with yourself, but also have that tough conversation with God, because he's going to steer you in the direction that you need to go. It is your boy, Coach Reed, begging with you to just be patient and show up. Be patient and show up. Be patient and show up. And if you keep showing up, you don't know how far you can take this thing. I love you guys. I love you guys. It is your boy, Coach Reed. I am out.